Jack, can y'all see me? Uh, let me know. Let me know. Let me know if it's too bright. Jack, can y'all see me? Let me know if it's too bright. It probably is too bright. I don't know. Oh, that's fine. All right, here we go. All right, chap. We're gonna go ahead and start because we gotta we are on the time schedule tonight, so we're gonna go ahead and start. So cut all the stalling. So we're gonna go ahead and start. So welcome to the Bobby McHenry Show, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Thursday. Uh, yeah. I hope everybody had a great day today. Happy Thursday to everybody. Um, I hope everybody had a great productive day today. Um, Chat, can y'all still hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me know. Let me know if I need to cut the music down or down some more. Can y'all hear me? Chat, can y'all hear me still? Let me know so I can turn down the music down. You said what time? 10:15. Let me do my monologue first, and then about around like 10:15 you can come back on. So you got time. But yeah. So we got a big show for y'all tonight. We got two very special guests coming on the show tonight. One of which, well, actually both came on the show. Yeah. um, but one of which she has her own podcast. She's the host of her own podcast on Instagram and Facebook. Um, it's called Royal Vibes, the podcast. The podcast. So y'all can go and check that out. Go follow her. Go support. Show her some love. Subscribe to her YouTube channel at the Goddess Queen. So we're gonna talk about her. We're gonna talk about that when she come on, and she also did a performance as well. So we're gonna talk about that as well. And then she also bought a house recently, so we're gonna talk about that as well too. And then really we're gonna use this opportunity, this show as a like an update show. So this is really gonna be an update. So we're gonna catch up with her and at 10:15, and yeah, we're gonna see what cool things she's been up to lately, and yeah. So yeah, so we're gonna talk to her about that again. That's Martian Barbie, aka the Goddess Queen. Y'all go follow her. And then my other guest tonight, he came on not too long ago. He came on the other, what was that? I think, was that last week or the week before last? Last Thursday, I think that was. He came on. We had a good conversation. We was talking about our love of WWE, and he was just quizzing me on different like wrestlers and stuff like that. So I mean, overall, it was a pretty good episode. If y'all didn't watch that, I highly do recommend y'all go watch that. But the only thing is, I don't know what happened to my main YouTube channel. I don't know what happened to it. I was trying to log back into it, And long story short, I don't know what I don't know if it got hacked or I don't know, deleted by I'm about to say YouTube, Instagram. I don't know if it got deleted by YouTube or I don't know, but I guess I'm about to try to make another one. But in the meantime, we're gonna just stick with the show's YouTube as for right now. And yeah, so let's see what time is it. A time check. So it's so it's 10:03. Okay. What's up, Wow? Okay, so I don't really have a monologue necessarily, cause well, yes I do. That's a lie. I do want to like bring up it's a couple of movie reboots that I just found out because I was scrolling on TikTok and I saw they are rebooting, well not rebooting, but they are remaking a couple of movies. One of which uh, Toy Story 5 is coming out. I think next year, or if not next year, then the year after, for 2026, I think. So Toy Story 5. Been on the lookout for that. Another one is Zootopia 2, the sequel. The first one was great. I actually saw that one with with my aunt and my cousin, so that was a good movie. And they coming out with a sequel. I think I think is it not this? I think it's next year. I think like summer 2026. I think. So that's another movie coming up. So Toy Story 5, Zootopia 2, Incredibles, the new Incredibles. That's another movie remake that they doing. Frozen, a remake of I think what Frozen was it Frozen 3, I think. So that's that. And then a remake of the iconic Disney animated show or film Lilo and Stitch. I can't talk. So that's gonna a live action remake. So Lilo and Stitch, that's gonna a remake. Disney. Um, so yeah, so all the movies are getting remake. Um, Sometime this year or next year. So next summer, be on the lookout for the movies. Comment down below which movie you are excited to see, and we will talk about that. And in between the show. All right. Again, that's really it. That's all I wanted to talk about was those new movies. So again, let me know what y'all think about them remakes, and we will start. We're gonna go ahead and start the show, and yeah. So again, we're gonna go ahead and bring on my first guest of tonight, which is um what's up, Bobby Face Asia. So we're gonna bring on my first guest of tonight. While we wait for my other guest, Martian Barbie, she's gonna come back on. I told her 10:15, so it's 10:06 now, so we got time. So I'm gonna bring on my first guest, and we're gonna I guess we're gonna talk, and then whenever Martian come on, that's when I'm gonna invite her on. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for making his second and last appearance, hopefully, depending on if he want to come back on the live show or not, but we'll see. But making his second appearance on the show. He was on the show last time, like I said. Making his second appearance tonight. Please welcome WWE Diva Champion, Brian Cooper. Okay, round of applause. Hold on. Sound effects. Okay. Then we're gonna go over to the hold on. Let me cut this music off. Hold on. Okay, alright, we're gonna pause that. Okay. Alright, so I just turned the music off so I can hear. But yeah, so one more time, we're gonna give it up for Brian Cooper, everybody. Give it up for Mr. Brian Cooper. You said Frozen is a good movie? Yeah, it was.
Hey,
Type shit. Hello?
hey, how are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
That's good.
My camera.
There
Here
you
I
go.
am. How you doing?
I'm alright. This is your second time on the show, so
Yeah, and it's not my last appearance. I will come back for another one.
Okay, okay, okay.
I see you got your blazer. I got one on too.
No type shit. Okay. So oh dang, I just dropped my mic. Okay, so kind of like give us a recap from last time. Like what you've
Thank
been.
you, Willow. Oh, I was talking to Willow in the comments.
Yeah, so just kind of give us a recap of what happened since the last time we spoke, which was what that was the last Thursday.
I think it was the Thursday on your ninth episode of this sixth season. I had to say, last time we talked, I would say I did hear you say it kind of went left. Okay, yeah, I can admit, yeah, it did go left. Especially when I brought up like housewives and asking you questions about who's your favorite superstar, male and female.
Mhm.
Um, and the reason why I would ask those kind of questions is because, I will always want to know from anyone who's a big fan of WWE who knows that I love the Divas Championship as you see on my arms. You
Right.
know, and this title happens to be one of my number one faves.
Okay. Well, okay. So I just have to kind of get my thoughts together, but so so like, as you mentioned, it's the last time we talked, we uh, I had to kind of like rewatch that episode. I'm not gonna lie, like I had to like kind of like inspect like myself in a way because I don't know I feel like I could have did better in a way, but then again that's I guess I don't know I guess I'm like always like trying to like improve how I do my interviews and stuff like that. So like I don't know. It's like I'm always trying to like do better and just do a good show. So I don't know. I try to like to keep that in my mind and just like to always like do a good show and then like like I'm always like getting on myself about like like do I you know do this, do I do that, am I talking or asking like the right questions, or like it's like I'm always like trying to like improve my hosting performance, if that makes sense. So, um,
It
but
does.
but yeah, so I had to kind of like go back and watch that because like I didn't really think I mean I did, but in a way like I just was like handled it and like better, if that makes sense. So I don't know,
Right.
but but yeah, so you did say you was coming back on for another episode. So you do know I got like two more episodes after this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the last show is the
The
fourth.
temp-
Right. So what was I gonna say? Um, Yeah, man. I don't. It's about to be crazy. It's about to get crazy. I can tell that much. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just like if you were here like from the start, like when I like first started the show, like you would like really know like what I'm talking about because like at the start, like I was nervous, I was ill, I wasn't really asking like questions to people like I am now. So like if you go back and watch like them like old episodes and stuff like that, like I was like unprepared, I was nervous, I was just everything. I was I don't know, but I think I'm doing a lot better now because I'm uh you know because I'm asking like the good questions and stuff like that. So it's like in a way I see like that growth and that improvement. So I can't really complain.
Right. So,
Like
and I have to say, like I have to say you are doing a lot better, and I just, since after this one, it's going to be like the 13th episode. After this one, then your final episode is going to be season 6, episode 14, and I will be on that one as well. Um, but even the question I really do want to ask is, at, I mean, even if you're not going live on TikTok, I'll still follow you on here. But where exactly will you still be going live at? Like, are you still planning on going live on Instagram, or do you plan on going live on like a different platform still? Because I would have to know. Because in order for me to like attend your next season, whenever you do so, I would have to like find you in order for that to happen.
I appreciate that. Um, you know what? I mean, I didn't really want to like disclose all that information right now. Um, I
You said you was gonna wait on Instagram to do that.
yeah, I was gonna actually wait for that for my last episode, so which is next month.
Okay, well we can yeah, wait till that one.
Okay.
So,
But I do have an app in mind, but I gotta like work out the kinks and stuff. So before I make it official, so I gotta work out the kinks and stuff like that. So before I make it official, but you know,
I know that.
but but yeah, I don't know. This I mean honestly, um, all I can say is that this show has really been not only a blessing, but it has like taught me so much like in these last like 6 seasons like I've been doing it on here. So like I wouldn't have imagined like meeting up like people like you for instance like I wouldn't have imagined like seeing or meeting you or whatever the case might be. Like I wouldn't like imagine like seeing or meeting or talking to people really on like this like on this like type of level if that makes sense.
No, you're right.
Yeah, so it's like it's really a good thing, and that's why I love doing my show because it gives me that like opportunity to like kind of like grow as a host and just really as a person because like let's be honest, like like behind closed doors, behind TikTok, like I'm very antisocial, so I stay to myself a lot, so. I don't like to talk to people outside of TikTok. So this like when I told you before like when you came on the show last time like like I like when I first started the show I was like nervous and stuff like that. So like now I see like a change and I don't know it's a lot that I just see in myself. Like I don't know. I just hope the best, and I can't wait to see what I do, after I leave, the app next month. So,
Well, whether it even well, Hopefully, you're still on that on TikTok, even if you're not going live. Though, I just really hope to still see you like live, even if you're on Instagram or on a different platform. Wherever you're at, and even come the last episode when you reveal the app or wherever you're going to be at, I will. If it's an app that you have to download, well, of course, because you know I will always attend. Definitely, the Divas Champ's not going to miss out. And speaking of that, I have hit 296 days as Divas Champion and surpassed AJ Lee's record of 295 days. Had a few Divas title matches, and I will defend my title again at Night of Champions. So soon enough, I will be ready for it.
Congratulations on that. I had a question. I just lost it. Okay, so I guess I want. Okay, so oh yeah, okay, so I got it. No, so I was looking through like your Instagram before I hopped on this. So like I saw that you got like like all the like different like WWE belts and stuff like that. So like how many of those I do have like how many like do you have in all like
Well, let's see. I have the Raw Women's Championship. That's one. The WWE World Heavyweight Championship, currently the undisputed. Well, it's just the regular WWE Championship that was once held by Brock Lesnar, and that's two championships. I have the Tag Team Championship. That's three. The Women's Attitude Era. That's four.
Mhm.
And the Divas Championship that I currently have on my arm is my fifth championship. It's actually like the Raw is my first women's title. The Attitude Era Championship is my second women's title. Tag title is my third women's championship, and this is the fourth women's championship I have held. The only ones I've never had were the NXT women's title, the SmackDown, the Women's World Championship. I've never held those, but I plan on getting them, including the NXT Women's North American Championship. I look forward to getting them, and I have the Women's Money in the Bank briefcase because I'm more into the women. I love the men, but the women have really improved in the ring. So
Yeah. I, I respect that. I respect that because like you don't really see a lot of like you don't really see a lot of like all kind like you don't like see like black people as like I don't know. Well, I mean you got Mike Tyson, but like other than that, you don't really see like you
right.
know like you don't really see like us like doing that type of stuff. I mean, yeah, other than Mike Tyson, but other than but but yeah, that's cool. I can respect that. Um, okay. Uh, so oh yeah, and then I forgot. Muhammad Ali. I forgot about him. What's this? So um, yeah, between them two, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, them two, I would say. And then uh, yeah. So I don't know. It's just it's I can't really say too much about that, but um, I can't really describe how um like the whole like sport is. 'Cause, like I always like wanted to like know more about wrestling and stuff like that. So like, cause like I don't know. To me, I never like really got the whole point of like um. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I do, but then again, it's like I don't get the whole like backstory of like how it all started, if that makes sense. So like how do you like what's the one I'm looking for? Um, like okay, so like how do you like um what's that word? Hold on. Um, it's not funny because I'm trying to think of that word, and it's on the top of my head, but I can't think of it. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's like I always like wanted to like learn more about the sport because like I see like people like Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali and John Cena and stuff like that. So like I always like wanted to like learn more about the sport because like who knows like I might need to like take boxing lessons one day, whatever. Like I got I don't know stuff like that. This I don't know. It just like interests me. Like I just like wants to like know more. So I don't really know what to say.
It happens. It happens to us. And I have to say, Muhammad Ali and what was his name? The other one you said.
Mike Tyson.
I think so. Yeah. I have to say, like those rich, great wrestling and boxing names. Those rich legacies, and I have to say, like it's really glad. I'm really actually glad you mentioned Muhammad Ali. Ever since like he passed and he was inducted into the Hall of Fame of 2024, and seeing Muhammad Ali inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame shows how much of a legend he is, and I have great respect for Muhammad Ali because I mean he's lasted so many rounds and he's beat the hell out of every opponent he's gotten and
Right.
knocked them out. Even if he lost a round, he's never gave up. He's gotten back up for a fight. And what I know from him is that you take one good swing at him, he swings right back. And even when I watched this one episode of Atlanta Housewives where Phaedra Parks had quoted something that he said, "Service to others is the rent you pay for your space here on Earth," and she said that was something Muhammad Ali once said, and I feel like once hearing him say that, it was pretty inspiring because Muhammad Ali is a generation. He's an inspiration to any to anyone who's willing to like take a mighty good looking risk and who's willing to be champion like how he was.
Right. Um, yeah, cause like it's crazy that you brought that up, cause like he's like lasted for that long, like just like imagine like being near to like in person to like watch him fight like. I think that would have been like I think that would be like cool like if you could like if you had like that opportunity to like witness Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson or you know like anybody for real like to like if you get the opportunity to like witness somebody like that fight. I feel like that would be like a really cool experience like to really see and watch. Um, me personally, like if I had the opportunity, if I had the opportunity, like I don't know, I feel like I would be like just sitting back and just like watching, so I can like really get to know like like the sport and like like just like watching them fight and stuff like that. So like I don't know, it's a lot that that I want to learn more about, but I don't know. Um,
Right.
so I don't know. To me, it's like I would need to like take that extra step and like do my research and stuff like that. Um, start reading books about it, stuff like that. Um, but
I
other
can.
than that, yeah. But yeah, I mean, um, yeah, I mean, that's really it. I don't got nothing else to say.
I know it happens. Like I have to say, like from what you're saying, like I felt like very inspired by that, and I because even from that time, even like seeing like anytime like because multiple times I watched this one movie called Precious, and I've always seen like the trailer of that said like facing Ali. It's like the Muhammad Ali kind of story a little bit. To anyone who's seen Facing Ali, I think I've seen it. I don't know. I can't remember. Like it showed like George Frazier and Muhammad Ali. It showed most of them. It showed like how great they were in the ring, like when they were like what box. And I just have to say, seeing that, it just made me feel like one day I wanted to be like him because when I was a kid, I used to take like mixed martial arts. Like I took karate. I had a friend named Leah Brady. She took karate, like she did gymnastics as well. So when I was in karate class and I went to one of like the old schools I went to do it, and I was in like the a karate tournament, and I was like working my way up to become a champion in mixed martial arts. But unfortunately, I was eliminated from that tournament. And I mean, of course, I showed up to practice every other week, but I was eliminated from the tournament. And unfortunately, because I think I was late for it, or probably because I felt like my own mom kind of like cost me that my opportunity. Thank you for the roses. And I felt like that opportunity of me being a champion in mixed martial arts was taken from me because, at that point, I'm just like, there has been some different ways that I can be a champion.
Right.
So it's like, then I turned my attention to WWE. Of course, I was watching it, I think back then when I was little. I think I started watching it 2003 or whatnot, but I eventually didn't get into it until like 2008. But I was, that's when I laid my eyes on this title when it was introduced 2008 in the month of July, and won by Michelle McCool, The Undertaker's wife, at the Great American Bash. When she became inaugural Divas champion until it was retired uh, WrestleMania, WrestleMania 32 when that happened. So it actually and to actually hold this title, it feels really great. And to even surpass AJ Lee's record, 295 days, and now I'm about to close in on Nikki Bella's record of 301 days. I look forward to surpassing it, holding it to 400 and longer. So, and and this title is never leaving me because I've waited for several long years to get my hands on this championship.
Wow.
And now that this title's in my claws and my clutches, it's never leaving my side at all. And even if I'm on Instagram and I'm just pretending to fight someone, or always gonna show off the athleticism and defend my title day in, day out. And pressure is mostly defending your title day after day, night after night. And being a champion has been a dream of mine since like 11 years old, and maybe one day when I am in the WWE, I look forward to actually winning the real deal, like actually winning the undisputed championship or going after the world heavyweight title. Maybe go after the NXT championship, the women's title, any championship that I feel like I want to go after. Compete in my first ever Hell in a Cell. And speaking of Hell in a Cell, I will defend this championship at Hell in a Cell in the month of October when I'm ready, because I'm days away from having to defend my title on the day of my birthday. And speaking of my birthday, I am turning 24 this year. September 9th is coming real soon. So I look forward to that, and I just look forward. I just look forward to anything that I set, because my mom has always encouraged me, like, whatever you want to do, set your mind to it, put yourself into it, but you really, just set your mind to whatever you want to do, and be clear. People always thought I was never going to be this, I was never going to be that, I was never going to have this, or I was never going to be as good as anyone. Well, to be clear, I don't have to be in the ring to show how good I am. Even how some people say they don't have to have a championship to prove they're champion.
Right.
But to me, I feel like I'm both. I don't need a championship to prove I'm champion. But then again, I felt like I've always been Divas champion. But as you can see on my arm, I actually have the proof that I am champion. Have I showed people that I was very good enough? Yes. Did I fight, scratch, and claw my way into, like, having to get through all struggles? Of course. Did I earn my high school diploma? Definitely, because, high school was never that easy. Because I knew, like, when it was time for me to grow from being, like, a kid, from going from having fun in games, from elementary to middle school to, like, the hard level of high school. And, of course, I put blood, sweat, tears into it all, and it wasn't an easy level. It wasn't an easy way, because I had to, like, take it easy, and I had to, like, get over those bumps, those top hills. And even when people was telling me, like, you can do this, and then once I reach that top hill, they feel like, okay, we don't need to be with you as much. And then it's like, I rarely had anyone to back me up. But then it's like, when my friends were actually encouraging me to get over that big hill, I was actually fighting, scratching, clawing my way to reach the top. And now I finally reached my pinnacle, and I finally reached that top hill, and I'm going over so many big, huge hills. And it's like, if anyone thinks that I'm not going to make it, or if anyone thinks that I'm not good enough, or if anyone thinks that I won't do well out here, you're wrong, because I will show and prove to everyone that I am that damn good, and I am the best there is. I'm fearless, and I'm definitely going to be as strong as anyone, and I am the best Divas champion that anyone on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or anyone on YouTube has ever seen, because I'm up to like over I'm over like 3,000 followers, 13.8K likes, and and to me, when I first came on this app, I was just a rookie. I was just a flat out. I started be on this app since 2020, the month of March. From 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, that's 4 years I've been on this app. And now we're in the month of 2024, and I'm a veteran. I actually paved the ways for anyone to be on this app. Because if it hadn't been for me when I first started in 2020, no one would not have been here if it wasn't for me. So I open up this door so anyone could be on this app, say what they want to say, and for the past few weeks, I've addressed hypocrisy, I've addressed racist, uh, whatever I'm saying. I'm actually making ways for people to like actually be in this because no one wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me. Because people thought I wasn't gonna make it, and at first, and if you would have asked me, did I have doubts myself? Yeah, I did have doubts on myself because I felt like I wasn't gonna reach 1,000 or I wasn't gonna reach 200. I was afraid that if I made TikToks, no one would like or follow me. But it turns out I actually was reaching that when I had my first account because I was doing Housewives, WWE, church, and I was like finally reached. And when I finally got my first set of 1,000 followers, I was like, damn, I'm doing good. But then when I reached my pinnacle of 2,000, I was like, wow, I'm getting much greater than I thought because then when I had to then when my account got deleted and I had to start all over, and then it's like I had to reach back from square one. I had to like go back to the drawing board, see how I did. So I started over with Atlanta Housewives, WWE, church. I was still doing it. I was trying to give people what they wanted to see. So at that point, when even trying something different, doing new sounds or adding pictures of myself, montages, doing what I have to do to get followers, get likes, go live. And once I finally reached 2,000 again, I was willing to surpass that many of followers. Now here I am, over 3,000 followers, 13.8K likes. I'm just up to it, 4,000 people in following. And it's just like, I'm proving myself day by day, night by night, afternoon through afternoon. I'm doing it, and I'm going to.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Before we carry on, let me just kind of take that all in before we, continue, because that was a lot. So let me just, let's just take a moment of silence real quick. All right.
I know it was a lot. It's just I had to get that out.
No, it's not you. It's mostly me. So you good. It's just mostly me. But yeah. So but yeah. So let's kind of like backtrack a little bit. So first of all, you mentioned that you got a birthday coming up. So happy early birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So so you said that you about to be 24. You said
24.
Okay, type shit. Okay. So, what was it? Oh yeah. So I feel like, okay. So that's okay. That's another reason why I like doing this. So it's because like, with you being about to be 24, I'm 24 myself. I'll be 25 next year in February. So the whole like, I guess the whole concept, the whole like the background, not background, but I guess the concept of the show was to bring on people just like yourself and just just kind of like get to know them on a deeper level, which you just like like you said, and basically just have a good time, have fun. It don't have to be nothing, judgmental, no drama, no nothing. Just just do a show, meet people like yourself, and just connect with people because like I said, going back to what I said earlier about the whole me being an anti-social. So basically, like without this show, I I wouldn't have met the people that I've met on this app. So not only okay, let's see. Not okay. So in a way that I can like kind of like sum it down in one, um, if I had to put it in just like one word, I'm going to say grateful and blessed because, like I said earlier, like this show has meant so much to me, this app because um, like people that come on the show, like, I wouldn't have met them and whatnot. Like that's the whole purpose and the whole point of this show is that I try like to incorporate that that fun like that fun atmosphere so that way people can like come back and just do it all over like like this like the second time on the show so apparently I did something like I don't know um so yeah so it's just like if I can do it over would but I don't think it would like match the same energy as the TikTok voice if that makes sense. So I don't really know how to really put it besides like this show has really been a blessing in disguise because like I said before I wouldn't have met like everybody who has came on the show in these like last big season um like um yeah so um
Goddess is saying don't move. Your mic is making noise.
oh my bad okay my bad um but yeah so like it's still moving.
I, I mean, welcome to Goddess is saying it's just making noise.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Let me just. Okay, I just turned it off. All right. Can y'all hear me now?
I can still hear you.
Okay, cool. All right. So, um, yeah. So, like, this. I don't know. Just the whole like that aspect of it. I just want this show um to be fun, inclusive, without like all that negative energy and stuff like that. Cause like me personally, I'm not the type of person to start drama. I'm no, I no. So with this show, I try to like make it as positive as I can. Um, and yeah, I just I don't know. I mean I mean all I can say is I'm proud of how and what the show has turned out to be because like I said, if it wasn't for y'all, the people who come on the show and support me and stuff like that, like I would not be doing that. Like, so I can just say thank you. Um, and yeah, that's it. I mean, I just thank y'all for the support. Because like I said, this
No,
show, that it. Go
yeah,
ahead.
and you're very much welcome because if there's anyone who has a talk show or who's willing to do a talk show or is willing to do a podcast, it's nothing wrong with that because at the end of the day, you're doing what you have to do. Because I mean, as so much as when you said like how if I were to look back at those first set of episodes and seasons that you've done, you wasn't ready, you wasn't prepared. You know, I think to me, I think to me you were fully prepared, even though I haven't watched them. But to me, I feel like you were, even though I didn't know you those past times. Well, even even when I first did start to follow you,
Right.
and even then, even if I haven't known you, from all that well from when I first followed you, even until now. Like to me, I think you was fully prepared. I just think I think in your mind you was fully prepared, but your heart or your eyes or or like the body language or like your body language was like basically telling you that I'm not sure if I can do this or maybe I wasn't ready. I mean, if you take a look, for example, Tyler Perry when he first started doing plays,
Mm-hmm.
like when he first did his play, I know I've been changed. I think that was like '93 or '98 when he first started writing, and he was doing, that's when he came up with "I Know I've Been Changed." Like, and the woman he had in Family Reunion, Elizabeth Omilami, actually directed his first play, and that's when like the Joe character came into play, and he only had like 30 people like in like the audience and whatnot. And after he did that, he did a tour play of "I Can Do Bad" in '99 and 2000, and then in 2001 he did "Diary of a Mad Black Woman" that starred legendary singer Marvin King, who's sung around the '80s or so, and from him doing that, Family Reunion 2002. I Can Do Bad by Myself, his fourth independent produced play that he did, Class Reunion and whatnot, and so forth and so forth. Until like, because Tyler was working as like a bill collector, he was like having all these jobs in the city of Atlanta, and
Mm-hmm.
he, had to quit multiple of those jobs, and then he was he thought because he was kind of like angry at the fact that he wasn't making as much, homeless, struggling, abused, and then until like when he did Diary, his play started being, and then like he even like said something that really inspired me when I watched his 2010 play of Medea's Big Happy Family, when Tyler said anybody that he went to who could have helped him didn't. And he said God will close all those doors. And Tyler said something that really sparked my inspiration from him, sparked something in me that made me like him even more, was when he said God will close all those doors. And he said God will do something for you in a way that you knew it was me. God said, "I'm gonna do this for you in a way that you know it was in a way that you know it was me that did it." So when Tyler said that, it sparked up my interest in him and made me like the man even more. And from that point on, I was watching more and more of his plays, from like the plays and movies he did before his mom died, after his mom died.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He started doing advanced plays, every single Medea play, whether he was in it or whether he was not in it.
Mm-hmm.
It teaches me a lot because he pulled out so many of the abuses that we went through, the childhood horrors and everything like that. And Tyler has pulled out the molestations. He's pulling it all out, and like watching those plays and those movies, like just like now from back then, it's like it really hits home for me, and it's like there's nothing. And people out there who are hating on Tyler, spreading false rumors about him, saying he did this, he did that, which I don't believe Tyler would do that, because he's not that, and he's not gay, for one. Let's just be clear.
Right.
And Tyler Perry is a Christian. Some people say he sold his soul to Hollywood, which I don't believe that, because what he's done in Atlanta, Cleveland, like it became Hollywood South for him in a minute. When he got people who couldn't get hired, couldn't work, And look at Cassie Davis. She got her own show. She got the House of Pain. Look at Palmer Williams Jr. He and Patrice Lovely got Love Thy Neighbor. They got that. So look at them. Mike Jai, Tasha Smith got their own show, for better or worse, and watching the heck out of the haves and the have-nots. And I have to say, Tyler, he's done it so much, and that's how he was making so much money, because God did something for him in a way that Tyler knew it was him that did it. So once he did that, I really had. I mean, I took every message he did, every bit of wisdom that he said in most of his plays, especially like when he talk about like never tell anyone what your husband or your wife does, because if you tell them when you're mad, you make up, then everyone's still mad, and you want to know why no one don't want them around at any events you have. So even when he tells you don't stop, never give up, keep going, no matter how many times your heart gets broken, just keep moving forward. So I have to say that Tyler is a champion at heart. He's God's right-hand man, and he's a prayer warrior. And so many times people ask him, well, how did he gain so much favor? How much did he gain from this? He gives favor. He plants it. He even said it's a universal law. It's in the Bible. And, Tyler even said himself, he doesn't judge. He's a firm believer in Jesus. I may be gay, though, but I'm also Christian, too. So let's just be clear. So I'm a firm believer in Jesus like he is. So I have to say that every time I watch it, it's like I'm giving this man his flowers every single time. And even after he retired from doing Medea, and it's like, this man has been a legend. So I give it to him.
Yeah. I mean, I agree 100%. Even when you said about like all the false, narratives, yeah, when people were talking about like he was gay or this stuff, like first of all, Tyler's not like you just said. For one, I feel like they just like jealous of his success. Two, I feel like they just causing trouble just to cause trouble. Three, I feel like they just want to get his money, or they just want him to just hit Hollywood and just go back to homeless. I feel like it's just people like that. I don't know. They just be hating for that reason. So I don't understand why people like that.
And I just have to say this to you, like Tyler even said himself, you got people out there who are just jealous, because half the time people are jealous anyway because they make up a lot of things. They make up things, and then when they're confronted about it, they backpedal. And it's like, you've seen that they said this, then they said that, then they backpedal, then it's like, okay, like what and I feel like, and I knew they was trying to check Tyler. I mean, and I'm like, what? Okay, like what y'all doing? Like what y'all trying to do to this man? And then I kept hearing rumors about Christian Keys, Lance Gross turning on Tyler, saying Tyler did this and did that, in which I don't think Lance Gross will say anything bad about Tyler, because Tyler is Lance Gross's mentor. He's been his mentor since House of Pain, to Temptation, Confessions of a Marriage Counselor, to any movie this man has been in. And to hear to hear false rumors, like, and then Christian Keys saying about how he had recorders on him. Some people were assuming that Tyler was doing inappropriate things with Christians. Some put out things about him, and false rumors about Bishop T.D. Jakes, him and Tyler Perry doing something crazy. And it's like, I don't believe that one bit. I don't believe that, because Bishop T.D. Jakes is a bishop. He's a preacher. For one, and I know Bishop T.D. Jakes is not gay. Even if he were, what's that to anyone else? Because last time I checked, the man is married. Bishop T.D. Jakes, he's married. Tyler, he's not married, but he's not gay at all. Because as many times as I've seen this, as many times as I hear this man speak, and even when Tyler said, and I can do bad, when I was watching the bonus footage, he said he's had a partner, a girl, at that point. He's had like, I think her name was Jalila Becker or something like that. That was his partner from that point on to 2020, but let's just be clear. I mean, Tyler, if he were gay, what's that to anyone? Because even if he were, but he's not. And I mean, let's just be clear. I mean, I feel like people need to stop throwing stones at him, need to stop judging him, need to stop trying to turn the people he worked with for so many years against him, because, and even when I saw like people giving negative comments or some saying like on Facebook about why did Tyler make this one new movie about this one son who's dead, the mother had his sons take that boy out of the casket. I forgot the name of it. It stars Tia Mowry's ex-husband Corey and Stump the Yard's very own Megan Good. Mm-hmm. Some people were questioning about Tyler, about why did Tyler do this? Why did Tyler make this movie? Because he can, and that's like literally his job. Because if he feels like, if he wants to tell a story of a horrid mother taking her son out of the casket and doing this or doing that, he has every right to do that. If he wants to tell that story, he can. I mean, you can't tell the man that he can't make a story like that. He wants to, he can. Because, I mean, who are they to judge Tyler Perry on what he can and can't do? So even if he were to, or at the end of the day, it's Tyler, it's his word. Can't no one tell Tyler, because Tyler even said, and I don't want to do wrong, he said, God gives us all a lane, and can't nobody beat you in your lane. Even when people were just looking down their nose at Tyler, being like, "What's this Madea foolishness?" and and talking about some, "Oh my God, what is this, Tyler Perry? I cannot believe you do such this horrible thing." Shut the hell up.
Right, come on now.
Even Spike Lee hating on Tyler Perry. Look, I love Spike Lee, but don't be hating on Tyler, because Tyler's always going to be my dog, my bro. He's my Christian. He's my brother in Christ. And I mean, I love him, even though I'm trans and I'm Christian too. I don't care. I'm part of the gay community, and yeah, I'm Christian too. Tyler ain't gotta be ain't gotta be gay. If he wants to date a man, he can. If he wants to date women, he can. If he wants to date both, he can. I mean, there's no one who can question Tyler about what he can and can't do. We're not in a country where they can choose your spouse for you. I mean, because at the end of the day, we're free to marry and date whoever we want to. So at the end of the day, Tyler's always going to be Tyler. And if he wants to continue to make movies, plays, he'll do it. Mm-hmm. And like Tyler Perry said, how he was tired of makeup, the wig, the dress, the fat suit. Like Tyler Perry said, as long as y'all want to see it, he was going to keep doing it. And even when his mother told him, don't stop doing Madea, don't ever stop, even though he retired from it, at the end of the day, I still miss him doing it, being like, "Oh, hell, get somewhere, stop the hell down." I actually could sound like his character Madea. I could actually sound like that too. And, the man, he deserves his flowers. He deserves them.
Yeah, most definitely, because, man, I mean, he's been in the business since, what, the 90s?
Yeah, he said, he had, a catharsis, and he started writing in, 92, 93, and he said he was on the Oprah Winfrey Show.
Yeah,
and he first started talking about "I Know I've Been Changed" to him doing "I Can Do Bad" in 1999, until doing a remake version of the play in 2002, and doing Diary, Family Reunion, pulling out the stories everything that I mentioned. Tyler, he's doing it and he's making it. And even when he got top several questions about what's the black dot on the forehead. Well, to anyone who wants to know what's the black dot on the forehead, that's like where you see like the black line that's on top of the wig and whatnot, like the black dot on the forehead. That is the microphone, because I actually learned that was the microphone. Like if you see something on their forehead and you want to know what that is, that's the microphone that they have, because it's not like they'll have a microphone right in front of their face and they just sing it. No, they actually have one on their forehead, on the side of their face. And even from when they ask him, do he consider these Christian shows? Yeah, they are Christian, because if they weren't Christian, he wouldn't be talking about God. Some think that some people be out there hating, thinking that he's playing God and whatnot, and he's not. If he were playing with God, no one would take it seriously. And knowing Tyler, he doesn't play God. He actually is telling stories about how God can bring you through this, he can bring you through that, how you can overcome the molestation obstacles, the abusive obstacles you've been in. And even when he said, about like the marriage contract, like in a family funeral, where he mentioned about how marriage is a contract between two people. You're supposed to do everything in the vows you said you were supposed to do. You don't do it, you break the deal. So, and it's like, even when he said, if you want to be with the man or if you want to be with the woman, it's your choice, your calling, but you got to set up some rules.
Right.
Because, you got to make a man respect you. And, then again, that's where that wisdom comes in, because anytime, like if he's not making me laugh and he's saying something very serious, which is like that's where like the wisdom comes in. Because even when he said nothing in this life comes easy, whatever comes to your life fast will leave your life even faster. Like how you got young folks that be sitting out here, pants hanging down, they cuss and spit and act like old folk ain't sitting there. Because even when he said this was the only country where we throw old people away, that's where the wisdom is. And to me, I honestly don't throw no one away, because my mom's not the only one who gives me the wisdom. I have grandparents who do. Tyler gives me the wisdom, even if I haven't met the person. Even if I hadn't met him in person, I still...
Yeah.
And I love Tyler Perry, and there's no one who's going to tell me that I can't love him.
I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't know. It's just...
And it was a lot, I know.
Yeah, like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. People just... I don't know. People just gotta, like, think, like, people have, like, feelings, like, like, people can, like, easily get, like, sad, I don't... It's just, like, they just need to watch and how they say, because, like I said, like, if people have feelings and, like, it's just, like, I usually gotta watch what you say, because, like, to people, because, like, they can't, like, take that stuff easy, because, like, me personally, like, I'm like, in a way, like, if you say something, like, bad to me, like, like, I'm gonna just, like, leave and just, like, take, like, 5 minutes or whatever the case might be, and just, like, like, kind of, like, sit down and, like, think to myself, like, just, like, kind of, like, think to myself, and then, like, I go back to, like, to the situation, and, and say, like, like, to that person, that was, like, uncalled for, like, why would you say that, that wasn't necessary, like, that was just uncalled for. So, like, I don't know, people just need to, like, watch what they say to people, because, like, we're human beings with feelings, so, like, we just, so it's...
And like mostly like when it comes to Tyler, if he wanted to come out as a gay guy, or if he wanted to do all these horrible things that people claim he was doing, that they so called say he was doing,
Right.
which really it was not. Because if it were to be, it would be alleged. And on top of that, if he wanted to do things like that, if he wanted to come out as a gay guy, he would have been like, he would have came out, he would have said it, and he definitely would have owned it. Because Tyler is not a person who would backpedal. He's not the type of person who would lie about anything like that. Because if he wanted to, he would have said so. And knowing that, I know Tyler all too well. I mean, I know the man. I know how he is. Even when I see Instagram or I watch YouTube videos of him on the red carpet, premiere, or even if I'm watching him in his play, I know how serious he is. Because if he wasn't a serious man, if he wasn't a Christian, he would have been known as a two-faced hypocrite if he wasn't anything like that. But seeing how Tyler is, he's a good man. He's a good Christian, firm believer in Jesus. As though I'm a firm believer in him myself, I always said it. Regardless, though I'm part of the LGBT and I'm Christian. Let's just be very clear. If I wanted to, he would have came out, said something, and owned it.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Anything you want to ask, or
I mean, not really. I just want to just like say, if I let me see, hold on. I don't know, just for the people watching right now, just kind of like take the time to kind of like reflect on like this conversation, and just like kind of like
another guest coming up?
yeah. And just think to yourself, and just kind of you know, see, if you like, resonate with the conversation, which I'm pretty sure, everybody will. Um, I don't know. To me personally, I mean, this was a very enlightening conversation, me personally, but I don't know. I feel like, people, you know, have like different, opinions and stuff like that. So like, um, when I post this on YouTube, and I will, um, I'm going to,
Mention it himself.
yeah. So I don't know. We'll see how how it goes. I don't know. So
And I think this is part one of it, is it? If I'm right.
yeah. Cause let me see. I have another guest. I don't know if she's still on here. So, the Gala song. I think she's still. I don't know if she is.
She should still be on here.
Let me see. Hey, friend, can you type yes if you're still in you? Hold on, give me a second. Or type something so I know that you're still watching. Cause it says she's watching on my end, so I don't know.
I mean, because from my end, I can see the number three of viewers.
Yeah, cause she was supposed to come on. Cause I told her, I told her 10:15, and it's about to be 12.
11 where I'm at.
It's 11. Yeah, same for me. Yeah. So hold on, I'm gonna share the live out too. Hold on.
Oh.
I don't know, cause I feel like if she I feel like if she come on here, I feel like she can bring her 2 cents into it. So let me just bring her on here. Hold on.
All right.
If I can find her, hold on. Invite. Okay. I just sent it, so we're gonna wait and see if she come on.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, this is a very like I said, it was very enlightening, informative, and very deep. I'm gonna say so myself.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, here she go.
Hey y'all.
What's
Hey,
up?
Look, I told you you was having me come on here so late. We are with the girls. They inside. We just made homemade lemon drops. We made Taco Thursday. The kids in there chilling and vibing. I'm slick leaning, but you know it's okay. Hey y'all.
hey,
My
girl.
bad. My bad. My bad.
You said what?
Your hair is beautiful. I love it.
Thank you. Your interview was fantastic. Good job, Bobby.
Thank
Bruh, don't start that little cheesy stuff now, cause you know I'm gonna get on you. What's up? We own the podcast, the Bobby McHenry. I had to get in the light a little bit so y'all can see. We at the Bobby McHenry, the last. He told me, I said, bro, why the last?
Yeah.
The last. I remember when I did my first interview with you, like my first on Instagram. That was what? Season what? 3? 2? Yes, that was, you done did a lot of seasons. Yes.
like, cause I told him like, I felt like, cause he told me like, I watched like most of his like previous seasons. I told him like, like I think from his mindset, I felt like he was like mentally prepared, but from his body language, I think it was telling him something like a lot different. Like he felt like he wasn't ready for this or he wasn't ready for that. And then I mentioned kind of Terry about how he was like the same way. How he was trying to like when he first started writing in 92, 93, and Elizabeth Omilami directed his very first play, I Know I've Been Changed. And he had like 30 people in the audience. And when I mentioned what he said in Big Happy Family at the end of it, where he said, God will close all those doors. And when God told him, I'm going to do this for you in a way that you know it was me. So I felt.
Yeah, I didn't watch Bobby. I didn't watch Bobby for the last, what, 2 years, Bobby? And he's always just had like this real mellow, goofy, smiling, like just trying to get to know people, trying to get people a platform. Well, not really a platform. Well, yeah, a platform where they can feel comfortable to come on his show and to express themselves and talk about who they are and, be open and what type of business they have and what they do as a content creator or, and he's had tons, when I say tons of people, even though he doesn't give off like that, what's the word I'm looking for? Even though, because you said it was, hold on. They telling me my screen time. How did y'all do this to me? Hold on. Wait a minute. I forgot TikTok did this. And I forgot I made a number.
Do we need to take a commercial break?
Because I can only do 5 hours a day. That was mine. Because I didn't want to overextend myself. Because, oh my God, what was this number?
Do we need to take a commercial break or something?
Oh no, there you go. I'm back. I forgot that they even did that. Like, I don't even know how to turn that off. I just know one, because this is unfortunately my third account. Because I heard you saying like you had another account and you had to start all over. I most definitely know how that is. Like my very first account was at 8.9K. Like I was consistent. I'm doing voiceovers. I'm making 8. Bro, don't be laughing at me. We be having technical difficulties, y'all. Shout out to my co-host for my podcast. My boy Lamar, he is in the comments. Thank you, bro. We made it. Do it. But no, so yeah, I had to start all over. And this is actually my third account. So starting all over most definitely takes a lot. Sometimes it's draining. Sometimes you don't want to do it. Sometimes you lose like your motivation. Thank you for the roses, pretty girls love roses. Thank you for the roses, pretty girls love roses. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like that's just, I don't know, because Bobby still draws a lot of people, even though he has like this, he made his, like, the way he presents it may not look like he's really into it. You see what I'm saying? Like he's more like mellow, laid back. He'll let you do the talking and he sit back and he listen. You see what I'm saying? Like that's just really how his vibe has been that I've seen since he's been, you know what I'm saying, doing his show. And I fuck with you, Bobby. You know you my dog for sure.
I feel like Bobby.
We like that.
You know you my dog for sure.
I mean, and say this God is, and I like we're like on like the same path. We had accounts, had to start over, and had to work our way up to like the 1,000 followers that we had. And to even be clear, when I mean, because I told Bobby myself that I started on this app since 2020, and I felt like I made waves for people into this app because I felt like no one would have been on this app if it wasn't for me. Because before I came on TikTok, I felt like when I first heard of TikTok, people were making waves for me. But then now here it is, I'm making waves for others to come on this show, to come on this app, and to like be who they are, express who they are. And even when I said how I had to address hypocrisy, racist comments, and like this whole bunch of it, because I'm a positive person, Bobby's a positive person, Goddess, I know you're a positive person too, and in fact, girl, let me just give you a follow on this one because I'm like, what?
I've originally been doing content creating since Facebook. Like I've been doing content creating since like 2015. Going on live on there, posting stuff. I never really took it serious. Sorry, y'all, if y'all hear loud music, it's just we turned up. But I never really, you know what I'm saying, was into like the monetization of it all. Or, oh, this is my baby daddy song for me. R.I.P. baby daddy. But yeah, I ain't never, you know what I'm saying, took it real serious. I just was doing it because I used to like to blog my life. You see what I'm saying? Like I used to like to blog everything. Like I wanted my people that I couldn't talk to on an everyday basis or see on an everyday basis or hang out with to be able to still be involved in what I was doing. Like when I tell you everything is on there, from everything I had to go through with my daughter being a preemie, to when I was a dancer in Atlanta, to my businesses in Atlanta, to my move from Atlanta to Iowa. You see what I'm saying? Like literally, like all my blogs are there. So TikTok is a totally different platform. Like it's totally like it's the same type of concept, but it's totally different.
Right, and I can tell him because I like Instagram, Facebook. Even when I first got on this app, like I said, I'm a full veteran now because I've been on this app for like 4 years straight, and and to help people make waves, like to come into this app and just like be a positive person. And even when like I even mentioned to Bob McHenry how I felt like he's a champion at heart, Tyler's a champion at heart, I'm a champion at heart. I mean, hell, Goddess, you're a champion at heart yourself because you're doing things, what you have to do to gain your followers. I do what I have to do. Bobby's doing what he has to do, and I feel like if anyone could take it seriously, and I feel like if they do the work, they'll do just fine though because I'm always the kind of person who wants to take what I like to do very serious. I'm like not the type of person who wants to start something and then doesn't finish. Right. Because it's just like when I was in high school, like I had to work my way through ninth grade to get to my senior. My school journey started off with me being in Head Start, going to elementary schools like Gilkey, Star, and then Parchment North Elementary, working my way up to like Parchment Middle School, Parkside, and then working my way up to J High. Like going from like the kiddie level to like the serious schoolwork level. Like the easy level, medium level, high school level was the difficult level. And to be honest, when I was in my freshman year, sophomore year, I made honor roll twice in a row and had like 4.0, 3.9, 3.8. at 3.7, 3.6, I was making it. I was doing the damn thing. And then when I got to my junior year, I passed with a D, but then I made it to my senior year. And to be honest, my senior year was the crowning moment because, and at first I was afraid I wasn't going to pass senior year, but then my face ends up in the yearbook and I had my first prom. I wore the most beautiful dress and it was amazing. And when I finally got to graduation and my name was called on that stage, it felt like me being called to become a king or a queen, like for coronation. And then as soon as I got my picture taken and that diploma was handed to me, I realized when that diploma was placed in my hands, it wasn't no certificate of completion, it was an actual diploma that I actually earned. I didn't just have it like handed to me, like I actually had to I had to scratch, claw, fight my way up, and I earned that thing. Earned it. It didn't. Did it come easy? No. Did I earn it? You damn right. Because I wasn't. Because at first through my junior year, I felt that thing slipping through my fingers. But then getting up to my senior year and passing that grade, and finally making it to graduation just to get that diploma. Was it worth the journey for it? Oh, you damn right it was. It was one hell of a journey for it because I'm the type of person who's fearless, who does not give up, and I never stopped. I never gave up because even then, at that point, I was picking myself up and I earned that thing myself. Even when I thought when people wasn't there for me.
Well, yeah, that's the type of motivation. Yourself is your motivation. Like at your age, that's how I was. I wasn't even a parent yet. I wasn't even a parent yet. You see what I'm saying? Like 24, that's like you about to be 24, so that's like a good age to know, you know what I'm saying, what you want to stand on, what you want to stand for, who you are as a person, who you are as a divine. Like, I'm 37, and you see what I look like. So, you see what I'm saying? All I'm saying is the way that you know what I'm saying, carry yourself as a divine person, whether it's a divine feminine or a divine masculine. You see what I'm saying? You have to know who you are as a person. Period. And once you can stand on that and you stand on business, you take care of what you gotta take care of. You put the most high first. You see what I'm saying? And them goals is most definitely important. And you check them things off, then you most definitely gonna float like the water. Like it's not gonna be much that you know you can't get over. It's not gonna be much that you can't, because ain't nothing impossible.
Like when I was growing up, my dad always told me like you gotta learn how to take care of business, always take care of your goals. My mom taught me the same thing, and no, it didn't come easy. And to me, to having to like hear it, learn it, experience it, go over the rough hills, the small hills, the medium hills. The big hill was the bills, the job, the rent, keeping my house, and I had to like do everything, including treating myself to things that I want to do for myself. Yeah. And to see like, and to come into like the adulthood, coming into this new year, I personally feel like I've been doing like such a great job with myself because I look back at the times I was a kid to being 13 years old, losing myself, and then my mom being locked up multiple times and picking myself up, earning the diploma that I deserved, scoring high on the SATs. I scored higher than my own brother. My own brother was jealous of the fact that I did better than he did, and I got the diploma that he wished he had. So to come out and to just be like, I defeated what my fear was based off of, and knowing that getting out here in this world, it wasn't easy. And to look into the eyes of my fear and be like, I just conquered you. Like, knowing I said to myself, and I look at myself, even when I'm walking these streets, these very streets, whether it's light, dark, I don't give a damn. I just look at myself and I'll be like, I did this. I'm going to show it. I'm going to do it. I'm not just going to say it. I'm going to prove it because, like I said, I was always a champion. I just got the proof to show people who I am, what I am. It don't matter what you say because at the end of the day, I'm going to step over you one after the other because there is no one on this planet who's bigger, badder, or bolder than I am because at the end of the day, I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. No one on this entire planet is perfect. Like if you were to go to God and you tell him that you're perfect, I know that's going to be a flat lie because no one on this earth is perfect. What I learned from my pastor years ago, before he went up to Mount Airy, as he said, if you're a liar, you count in his kingdom. If you're a deceiver, you're a hypocrite, if you're a backslider, because he said everyone counts in the kingdom of God. And I know everyone here on this app, whether you're on it, whether you're not, Facebook, Instagram, whatever platform you are, you still count within God's family and in his kingdom because you're his child, I'm his child, Bobby's a child of the living God, and my mom raised me to be polite and encourage other people, whether people want to take it or not. Because to me, it's like take it or you leave it. So.
Most definitely. I most definitely feel you. Like, most definitely. But I am Slim Dior the goddess, Wealthy the goddess, you know what I'm saying? Martian Barbie. A lot of people know me as Martian Barbie. I don't know, Bobby, what are you wanting me to say? What are you wanting me to talk about? But I did hear you mention earlier that I did just drop my song, which I did. It's on SoundCloud right now. I'm not a rapper. That's the name of the song, but I'm most definitely not a rapper. I didn't do this song to be a rapper. I'm just one of them people that when I start drinking and smoking and doing wrong folk stuff, I go to popping my shit. You see what I'm saying? So shit, I just one day, I think it was 2011, 2012. Okay, Beyonce. Not you got the microphone. She got the microphone. She was standing up with my talent show body. But yeah, like I did. My girls did come. They showed love. They was in the audience. You got Facebook. My name is Big Glow Dior on Facebook. The performance is on Facebook. The performance is also on my timeline on TikTok. But whatever the case may be, I enjoyed it. I had fun. It was, I don't know, somebody asked me the other day, like, how did I feel? And I felt regular. Like, I felt regular. Like, I turned up with my girls all the time. Anytime we go somewhere, we always, you know what I'm saying, we taking care of what we got to take care of, and then we lit right afterwards. So that stuff right there was like normal to me. You see what I'm saying? Like it was normal. It's my song. Like I get on TikTok every day and talk to people that I don't know. So why should I feel some type of way about getting on stage in front of people, embracing what I'm doing in front of people that I don't know? You see what I'm saying? So when the person asked me how did I feel, I told them it felt normal to me. Like I've been doing that, like the stage stuff and the performance stuff for years. Like Fabo from Depot Well in Atlanta is my god brother. Shout out to Depot Well. Shout out to Shawty Low, R.I.P. I done did plenty of shows with him on stage in front of hundreds of people with him. You see what I'm saying? I used to be a dancer in Atlanta. Shout out to Rumors in Forest Park. That's where I used to work at. That's what made me Slim Dior. So shout out to y'all. I worked there for almost 4 years. So you see what I'm saying? Like I've always been an entertainer. So to me, it was a breeze. Like shout out to the actual entertainers that rap for real and the actual artists that put in blood, sweat, and tears to do that, and may not feel comfortable and may have anxiety when it comes to things like that. But it just was a breeze. Like it was nothing. Like it was fun. I'm ready to do it again. Like I'm ready to go do another performance. Like when is the next performance? You see what I'm saying? So. It was most definitely fun. Bobby, what else? Oh, I do have a podcast. My co-host was just in here not too long ago. On Instagram and on Facebook, it's Royal Vibes Podcast. Podcast, K, not a C, it's a K, so Kast. Vibes is with a Z, not a S. Um, we are in our third season. Actually, we just started our third season a month and a half ago. We are coming back on next Sunday to do our second episode. We are having a young lady that is on dialysis that has kidney failure that has been on it for years, and she's going to come in and we're going to, give knowledge and understanding and her testimony about what she's had to go through, and that's what we do on our podcast. We have entrepreneurs that come in and have businesses to talk about what they do. We've had someone come on there about CMOS and educating people about what CMOS is and the good and bad about CMOS. We've had a young lady that has a bee business about, like, the urban way to take care of your cooter down there and your pH balance and all of that. We've had people come in here and talk about domestic violence and things that's happened to them. So, like, we encourage, like, our culture. We're nothing against no other culture, you see what I'm saying? But our culture is never heard. Everybody is so under the rug when it comes to us, when we're the ones that actually run this world. Just being honest, like, our ancestors are the ones that made it away. The Most High most definitely made all of this, but when it came to mankind, our ancestors was the ones that were on their hands and knees building and putting all this stuff together, and somebody came and snatched their name off of it and put somebody else's name on it. You see what I'm saying? So we just gotta start cherishing that, and that's what we promote on our platform. Like, we want to hear what our culture has to say. We want to see what they're out there doing, and I'm saying what they have going on. Maybe that can help somebody else. Maybe what you got can, enlighten somebody else. So check that out. Boy, your boss podcast.
I mean, hey, at the end, nothing wrong with somebody, especially if you're one to uplift. Listen, whether you uplift yourself or whether you're uplifting your followers, your friends, it's always good to uplift somebody, because at the end of the day, you never know when you meet that person, that very same person. You uplifted to uplift you as well, because what I've learned is like, whoever you put your foot on you will need that person to lift your foot up the most when you get older. So to me, it's like, you want to uplift that person, but you need them to uplift you. You gotta give them the same courtesy that you want from them. So, and that's what I express on my live. Like, you want what you gotta give it. Because friendships don't just work two ways. You gotta give, because I'm a person that likes to say things, own it. I don't backpedal, and I don't do hypocrisy. I don't do liars. I don't do.
Yeah, I don't do all that hypocritical, like, contradicting. Like, that's why I said we want to engage in what we got going on. You see what I'm saying? And it's never easy to get on these platforms or to get in front of people and talk about certain things. But we just want to let people know that if don't nobody understand other than the Most High, we most definitely understand, because us as hosts and co-hosts of our podcast, we also have things that we go through. Like my brother, my co-host, he has, a health problem himself with his heart that he battles with. And he's in and out of the hospital and things like that. Me, my baby father, he passed away from being on dialysis. The same thing the young lady has that is coming on our podcast next Sunday. You see what I'm saying? So it enlightens us as well to help us understand, to understand other things that we don't know. You see what I'm saying? It's always good to be able to learn. You can learn something new every day from somebody. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. And that's what I most definitely like to promote when it comes to anything I do, even with TikTok. Like, I don't use this platform to, nothing against people that get on here and not be themselves. I get on here and be myself. Like, whether I'm cracking a joke, whether I'm being serious and then y'all make me laugh, or whether I'm just chilling. Like, Bobby, no, I don't never just get on here and be like, well, hey, you guys, today we're doing... No, that's what my YouTube channel is for. So make sure y'all go subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Goddess Queen 3.0. That's what that type of stuff is for. Like, here on YouTube, like on TikTok, for me, it's more like a real life thing. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is live, so you're actually in real life time. So, like, if you like now, I knew I had an interview tonight, or I'm going to be on the show tonight, but I also let Bobby know what I was doing. Like, we having Taco Tuesday. I'm going to be with my girls, the kids. You see what I'm saying? We're going to be vibing. You know what I'm saying? So you can always still do business and still be personal, as long as everything is positive.
Right. And that's the thing I am. Like, like I told Bobby, like, I'm a positive person. Like, I'm very gentle, chivalrous, whatever that word is. I think I said it right, chivalrous. Um, and and like he said, and like I said, I don't do negative. I'm a very positive person, and you know, I listen to those who want to hear me, and you know, even when I took something from scripture, like even like when I tell people like what Jesus said, like in scriptures, like when he said, "I didn't come to call respectable people to repent, but an outcast." Some people say to me like, "Oh, I'm this or I'm that." I've been judged by so many people on this app saying like, "Oh, I'm going to hell just because I'm part of the gay community and being Christian at the same time." I'm like, to me, God loves me because God is a God of love.
Well, those type of people I don't even pay attention to because I've always
But
been the type of person.
to me, I feel like when people make judgments, I feel like they are the most
They
hypocritical.
don't want my point. How you're to me, people that do that, they don't know who they are. They're not in tune with who they are. They don't know if they even know who the Most High is. So that's why they do that. Because if you do read the Bible, which unfortunately I really don't, I'm a spiritual woman. I'm not religious at all whatsoever, but I do know scriptures and I do know who the Most High is. If you have that man in your heart, if you know who he is and you do what you're supposed to do, at the end of the day, you can't be judging nobody because he's not a judgment to God. So if you're trying to be like him and walk like him and talk like him and walk how he said for you to walk, you're most definitely hypocritical because how are you judging the next person?
And the thing of it is, because what I know is that the more you judge someone, the more you're actually bringing it onto yourself. Because it's
Yeah,
like,
because you speak that
once
type of
you
stuff
judge
into
that
existence.
person, God ain't got to worry about the person you just judged because you just already did that for him.
You're speaking
So
that
it's
type of
like,
stuff into existence. A lot of people don't understand that the tongue is very, 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 very powerful. Things that you say out of your mouth are very powerful. It's also connected to your brain and your mental. So that means that those are all downloads. So they get to your brain before they come out of your mouth.
hmm
So
because
with a person judging
life and
somebody,
death are in the power of your tongue. So, because at the end of the day, life and death are in the power of your tongue, though. And when you judge someone, it all comes back to you, because the Bible said it like in Matthew chapter 7 verse 1 through 5. He even said like, "Judge not, you won't be judged. For the measure of judgment you use, you too will be judged of that. For the
Right.
measure you give will be the measure you give back." So to me, it's like when people make judgments, I'm like, okay, you want to judge me? He ain't got to worry about judging me because you already did that for him,
Right.
and now he's gonna judge you because I tell people I'm not gonna judge you. I'm gonna let God handle that because that's not my place. But since
but
you,
what is judging somebody? Because everybody, excuse my language, everybody got some type of fucked up shit going on in their life or in their past. So nobody can really judge nobody. Like you said earlier, nobody is perfect. However, you're supposed to practice perfection because the Most High told you He wants you to be in the form of Him, and He
right,
is perfect all around. So never be perfect, but practice perfection. Practice what you're supposed to practice. Lean on what you're supposed to lean on, which is not your own understanding.
even when most people say practice what you preach, because most people don't do that.
I
Some people,
mean, that's real. To me, that's real cliche. And I mean, and nothing against like pastors and things like that, because I don't even get down with the church things and stuff because people be cricket and
no,
doing
and
all
I
that stuff.
understand, I'm
I
not gonna.
feel like that just has a lot to do with like that type of thing. Like you practice what you preach because a lot of preachers ain't, a lot of people ain't preaching the right things. You see what I'm saying? So how can you tell a person to practice what they preach when they may not? They might be taking you down the dark alley to get beat up at the end. Like what do you want me to practice what I preach? Why would I practice something if I'm preaching the wrong shit anyway?
Right.
So to me, I feel like that's just one of those something that people say. Cause I don't never say practice what you preach. It's with me. It's stand on business. It's all or nothing. It's either
No.
you all in or it's nothing at all. There's no in between. You ain't got no money, ho, and all your niggas ugly. Fuck. Man, you stuck in the rack, bitch. I'm at BET on TV. I'm sorry, I got cookie. You can't get up with me. I say spinning niggas like they see.
That is, Very.
She on commercial break. Every time she come out here, it's a little commercial break. She had to just pop out for a second. But yeah, I don't know. Some of those sayings and stuff I really just don't get down with because I mean, who even came up with that? Like, if we actually look at where that originated, like I wonder if the person that came up with that was even practicing what they was preaching. Like,
And to me, yeah, I feel that because that question you just said, like, who came up with that? Yeah, that question at times popped in my head about who came up with the practice what you preach. Because at the end of the day, like you said, and I can agree, not everyone the right things; they preach wrong things too. So, yeah, I can agree with
that's
that.
like when people be asking something else that gets to me. Like when people be asking for like prayer warriors, you see what I'm saying, or marking themselves as like a prayer warrior. Everybody isn't a prayer warrior. You don't want everybody praying for you. You don't want everybody praying over you. You don't want everybody. You know what I'm saying. You don't even know if they know how to pray. A lot of
Right,
people don't even know how to pray, don't even know where to start to even pray. You see what
right.
I'm saying? So how could you be like, oh yeah, I'm sitting here praying. I'm about to send all my prayer warriors over here to Susan's house because she at home and she's sick and she don't feel good.
And right, and let me just say this, I can
You
admit,
sending who?
and let me just
Why are
say
you sending them people? We don't know them.
right, to say this, because I can admit the fact, yeah, I'm a prayer warrior myself because I pray secretly in my house. You
Okay,
know,
but what's the definition of like a right? I guess maybe I'm using the wrong words. I'm talking about the people that people call when something going on, and they be like, they really be talking and gossiping about people, but they be saying they be having them prayer lines and they be calling like, hey, such and such and such and such, you got this going on. They need everybody to
talking
pray for them.
about
You
a
know what I'm
different
saying? But
prayer warrior. You're talking about a different kind of prayer warrior, like them with them.
okay, so maybe I got the word wrong, but them the type of people I'm talking about. Everybody shouldn't be praying for everybody. Everybody don't know how to pray.
I mean, I think if you're talking about I think the ones who gossip, but want people to pray for them, but pray for people. I mean, I feel like that's kind of being a bit two faced. But to an actual prayer warrior, because I am a prayer warrior, I pray secretly in my home because knowing what God will do, even though you're not into the church, and I'm not going to judge because at the end of the day, you don't answer to me, I don't answer to you. So,
I mean,
you,
hold on, wait. Let's clarify that. I used to. I used
oh,
to be in church. I was what? My cousin just came in. I'm happy you came in here, cousin. My dad, R.I.P. to my father. Every Sunday he was in church in the choir. He was in the Mississippi Mass Choir for years in Mississippi, in Jackson, Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? So like, grew up in church, but having to go to Catholic school. I'm from Detroit, born, raised, and bred. I didn't go to Detroit public schools. I went to Detroit private schools. Those are Catholic schools. And those Catholic schools, they teach you how to be Catholic, even though you are just in the school to learn your education. So just imagine a little girl whose family is Baptist, but Monday through Friday, she is going to this Catholic school to have to learn how to do whatever they're doing. And Catholics do a lot of stuff.
that
You see
is,
what I'm saying?
yeah, I see. Yeah,
So older and tried to understand things, I was just like, hold on. To me, religion is not what it is because they talking about racism is what separates us. I feel like religion most definitely is what separates us.
I can agree with that too as well.
Like that's just what I feel like.
No, and you're right, and I can
And
agree.
there's nothing wrong with it. Like I got family members that still go to church. I got family members that still go to church. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Like I don't like anybody that do that. I just know my church, my sanctuary is in my home where I feel safe, where I can light my candles and where I can open my book and I can write in my journal and I can talk to the Most High without any interruptions. I can play my church music because the Bible says when one or more gather and talk about Him, what is that?
Right,
That's
because
church, right?
what I understand is that you don't have to go to church to get your prayers, so you can like have church in your household and you can pray secretly. In which,
Yeah, one
I mean,
point.
yeah, I do go to church out in the public, but then at times, even after church, I still have church in my own home. I pray in secret because I mean, hey, it's just, I mean, let's just be clear. And I don't judge anyone who wants to have church in their home. Because I mean, I'm not a judgmental person. Am I perfect? No. And let's be clear, I pray for myself more than I pray for anyone. And yeah, I do pray for everybody too. Same time, yeah, I pray for myself because most of the time we do need it for ourselves. And I just feel like now that I know that you have been in church most of the time, and even you don't go to church now, but you have church at your home. I mean, hey, it's your life, your lifestyle. I mean, you talk to the Most High God, and so do I. Because at the end of the day,
Yeah, tried it. Like I just literally stopped going to church in 2006.
right, there's nothing wrong
Hold on,
with
I'm trying to get the connection back.
that.
Okay, yeah, I just stopped going to church in 2000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, you right. That's right.
Okay.
So,
Well,
Bobby, what's your take on this one?
no, everything y'all said was 100% accurate. I feel like people just should just I don't know. At the end of the day, I feel like just people should just stop hating. Love on one another. You know, I don't know. I'm sick and tired of seeing people, getting killed and committing suicide and stuff. It just, I don't know. It just
Be
hurts
our
me to
culture.
see.
Not trying to cut you off. But it be our culture. That's what makes it so much sadder. Not trying to say it ain't sad because it's other cultures, but I'm just saying that's what the title they put on us. You know what I'm saying? That this is what we are. This is what we're gonna be. We're not gonna be anything because everybody's dying. Everybody's going to jail.
Right, and I can understand that because you got people out here who commit suicide a lot. You got people like, for those who have not seen that movie, Prayers for Bobby, where he falls off that bridge after he feels like he wasn't being accepted enough by his family when he came out. I mean, be clear, the way depression in this world, people are jumping off of bridges, jumping into like the water, the ocean, and just killing themselves like right on the spot. And to me, I can admit, I've had times where I've tried to kill myself. That there are times I've had moments like that. So, but I've learned that killing yourself is not an easy way to go. And I know it's not a good way to go either because knowing how it is, it's not right. Because that's being selfish and that's taking away your own life
Yeah,
and knowing you have a life to live for yourself.
yeah,
People be fighting demons. Like that's what it is. It be more of a demon thing. Like it be more of a. I wouldn't say like schizophrenic, bipolar, because that's different. What's wrong, nephew?
yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just everything like, I don't know. It just breaks my heart just seeing like people get shot at and killed, and it's just, I don't know. It's just we need to just do better. Like as a country, like as a nation, as a country, we just need to do better. Put the guns away. So if or when, so I say, if Kamala Harris becomes the next president,
Which I
like,
hope she does.
wait, I feel like she needs to like, now I'm not gonna say how to do her job, but I'm just like, if I can like give her like like one tip or something, like if she could like maybe put like a like stop like gun violence or something like that. That's because I feel like that's the number one thing in this country, like is guns, and that's I feel like we can like do better.
Because they be in the wrong people hands.
And I have to say this. I have to say this because I think it was back in 2021, or I think it was in 2020, whichever year it was. Um when I was going to Galilee Baptist Church, they did this one event called Clean the Streets, Save the Streets event.
Mhm.
And of course, a lot of preachers, a lot of pastors, leading ladies, they've pitched in their help. And of course, we was all cleaning up the streets, like picking up garbage people be throwing it all away, and trying to like save our streets from like
Sorry. But yeah.
mostly save our streets from like the gun violence and whatnot. So when my church had did so when Galilee had once did that, I felt like it was good for the community, and I do, and I have gave Galilee their props for like helping us clean the streets and save them, because at the end of the day, we all needed it. But I feel like more needs to be done out here. Like, we need to stop the drugs, stop the killing, and mostly just and mostly just try to help people get on their feet and get jobs and whatnot. And personally, Galilee had tore down this one church that was across the street from it, right on Norway and Elizabeth Street on Westnedge. Like, they tore down this one church because it was old and it wasn't being used. They turned that into a home for people who don't have a home.
Mhm.
Like, so that way people can have like a place to stay, like just like an apartment complex, somewhere like people can have somewhere to stay and be at. So when the pastor of Galilee, Bishop Michael Thomas Scott Sr., when he, his wife, Dr. Tamara T. Scott, the three children, and anyone who's pitched in their help I do give them their props and respect for it, because they're trying to help someone out there who ain't got a home, who's, and trying to clean, and because even like the past years, like they had to sit down with people talking about gun violence and whatnot, and how we could stop that. So yeah, I do give them they mad props and respect for it. Despite of what they've done to me, disrespecting me and judging me. But despite all that, trying to help the community by tearing down that church and giving them like homes that they could live in, and trying to stop the gun violence and clean the streets, and while trying to save them, I feel like that's big mad props of respect that I can give to them, to a church that I have been to for years, and I loved every minute of it.
Okay. Sorry about that. But yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like this would be a good like point to stop and just call it. Um. But I don't know. I don't. I just want to say thanks for what. Okay. I don't know. I just feel like this would be a good like stopping point. Cause I feel like, let me see. What time is it?
11:56 where I'm at.
Okay. An hour and 50. Okay. That's okay. So it's supposed to be a 2 hour live. Yeah.
I guess you can say that.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. So I don't know. Before we go, I just want to say thank you for, or not okay, not only to you, but to everybody who came on, and, and tapped the screen and stuff like that. Thank you for everybody who tapped, sent gift, or yeah, sent the gift. It means a lot. And this is what's this, episode 12? Yeah. So I'll be back on next Thursday for, yeah, next Thursday, episode 13. Okay.
And I will be on for like the 13th episode, even if you are up around 9:54 and 9:56, or even if you get started, or even if you go on live at 10 o'clock. I will be sure to just be ready what if I'm wearing the same blazer. Hey, the reason why I'm wearing a blazer because hey, you got one on. I wanted to like get one on as well. And to really, have a second opportunity at this, it was really awesome. It's really great because who knows? I could have been anyone else, but hey, you're one of my closest friends, and I'm glad to show up, support you, follow a goddess who just left out of here, and you know, be a good friend to her as well, and most importantly, even being Divas champion at this very moment, and you know, but hey, never be afraid to call me, video chat me on Instagram, call me, do whatever you need to do. Because as I tell people, you need someone to call. Hey, I got you. You need someone to be there for you. I'm with you. And even though thank you, K Diamond. Hang on. Let me follow you before this live ends.
Yeah, because this is. Let me see. Yeah, because this is about to be a 2 hour show at this point.
So yeah. But yeah, then again, thank you so much for having me. I will be up for season 6, episode 13, and the final air date, September 1st. I think that's the 14th episode, if I'm correct. Uh,
All right, is it 14? Hold on, because this is 12. So next Thursday with the 13th. So next Thursday will be the 13th. No, yeah, the 13th, and then the following Thursday after next will be the last show. Yeah.
and because you said season 6, episode 14 will air on September 1st, and that will be your final one, or that will be the 15th episode. I'm not quite sure. I'm trying to make sure I get it right so that way I can like.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so this is what episode. So this is 12. Next Thursday will be 13, and then the one after next will be 14, and then the last show will be 15. Yeah. Okay. So this is 12. Next Thursday will be 13. Then the week after next will be 14, and then the last will be 15. Okay.
Yep, because we still got plenty of days of August, plenty of weeks of August left. So the 15th episode, yeah, that will air on September 1st, and yeah, I'll look forward to be on that again to the last 3 episodes of this season, and to being like a main cast member or on this podcast for like the next season whenever you go live on, like if you decided to go live on Instagram and you do it, or even if you download that app, which you say you'll reveal at the last episode. So hey, I got you.
All right, for sure. Cause I'm I'm gonna need all the support I can get at this point. But yeah, this is another great show. Again, this can, this I feel like. Let's see, how can I put it? I feel like this is let's see, how can I put it? Like, I feel like this is the reason why I love doing what I do, because it not only allows people to come on my show and express how they feel, or it allows people, mainly like my generation, our generation, because that's the what's the called, the whole, I guess, like the core demographic around the show. So 18 to 24. I'm 24. I'll be 25.
Divas Championship. I know K Diamond. I like to show it off. It's what I do.
Oh yeah, well, okay. But no, yeah. So no, you good. It's all love over here. But no, thank you to Kay Diamond. That's actually the goddess's is it cousin?
Yeah, she said that's her cousin.
Wait. So yeah. So I don't know if she's still on. I think she is. So thank you to Kay Diamond for watching. Um,
Hmm.
and, yeah. I mean this. I don't know. I just want to say thank you to my viewers who stayed on at this long, and thank you to the goddess. She's a friend. She's been a friend. Let's see. As she mentioned, she was on the show back in what season 3. That was one. That was the first one.
Here, season 2.
Oh yeah, was it 2? Oh, was it 2?
Either one. She said she was on one of them.
Oh yeah, wait. But yeah, that was the first time I met her. So season 3 or whatever. And as she says, she has been a very good friend ever since. And like I don't know, I can't really explain or express my gratitude for each and every one of y'all, especially you. Like I said, if it wasn't for y'all, I would not be here doing this show on TikTok. So like so
And
um,
even then, like I said, how I paved ways for people. I mean, I paved ways for people so they could come on this app, have support for themselves, and show love. Because if it hadn't have been for me, you wouldn't have been here. K Diamond, no one here would be on this app if it wasn't for me. If it wasn't for anyone who paved ways before I came on this app, even me being on this app for 4 years and being a veteran, like hadn't it been for me, no one, no newbies wouldn't show up. Even to ones that I'm meeting now, hey, no one would be here if it wasn't for me. So I opened up this door so anyone could sit, have a platform for themselves.
yeah. Let me see. Okay, so it's a 2. Okay, so 2 hours. Okay. Um, it's gonna take some time for me to edit this down because it just passed the 2 hour mark, so it's going.
Oh shoot. um, but then again, thank you again for having me up, and I look forward to the next 3 episodes.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm finna like exit out. See y'all later, and I love y'all. Show some love to Bobby McHenry over here. Y'all want to know anything else about me? Follow me, and I do got a YouTube channel for myself, Brian Cooper at Brian Cooper 8707. So subscribe to me on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram. Here on TikTok. Find me wherever. Love y'all. And catch you later, Bobby. Keep me updated on the next 3 episodes. Add me and, stay in contact with me. And even if I talk to you via Instagram, hey, don't be afraid to message me back.
Sure. I got you. All right.
All right, I'm about to go.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
This guess that's already. All right. Thank you, K. Diamond. I appreciate it. All right. Well, again, they have 2 hours and 9 minutes. So, yeah. Again, a huge thanks to K. Diamond, Wealthy the Goddess, aka Martian Barbie. She's a dear friend of the show. Like I said, and she said we first met back on season 3. And she's been a good friend of the show, a good friend of mine. It's been nothing but positive vibes with her, and vice versa. So I hope she comes back next season. And yeah, and everybody who else has, whoever watched earlier at the first maybe like 5, 10, maybe like the first 15 minutes of it. Thank you so much for watching. And again, make sure go follow Brian. He's cool. Make sure go follow K Diamond. Make sure go follow the Goddess. Follow me on here. If this is your first time watching, hit go up here, hit that follow button. This is my last season. I only got like what 3 4 more like what 3 episodes left this season, and I am out. And no, well before that, I got the last. So the last show will be September 1st. Okay, September 1st next month. It'll be at 9:30. September 1st, TikTok live. So if you want to watch it, make sure y'all follow. Hit that orange heart if you want to become part of the team. Follow me on Instagram on both the show and on my main account. Everything is in my bio. The YouTube, Instagram, all that good stuff. Follow me on there. And I will catch y'all next Thursday for our 13th episode, right? And I hope everybody have a great night, a good night. And I will catch y'all next Thursday, okay? K Diamond, I hope I see you. Well, I don't know. I hope I don't. Bye, y'all.